are you? Oh, thank you for taking the time. I know it's super early.
It's okay. I'm just tired. I
Uh,
slept really late. I'm just tired.
I feel you. I slept at like 5 and I woke up at like 7. It's weird. But so just before we start, I'm just gonna pray real quick for you and for everyone. Okay. Oh, you are okay. So, dear Lord, I want to thank you for the life of Glenn. I pray that you continue to guide him and that he will feel the love that you have for him. I pray that you will give us wisdom during this conversation and that it will inspire many. I pray that we'll be able to grow the desire to grow closer to you and to know your word a little bit more. Thank you for reuniting us today. I pray that you continue to keep us safe. In your precious name, I pray. Amen. How are you?
I'm good. The best way is tired.
So can you just introduce yourself for people who doesn't know you?
What should I say? My name is Glenn Verberle Fondufe.
Mm-hmm.
I live in Canada. I work for. I'm from Cameroon, by the way. What?
Cameroon.
Yeah, I know. I work for BLG, and
BLG.
it's a law firm.
Okay.
We technically practice all sorts of law. I'm not a lawyer, but I eventually want to be. Right now, I'm a paralegal, and I work as a risk analyst. And on the side, I make art like that one you see behind.
Yeah, his art is beautiful, by the way. Like so just out of nowhere. So crazy. So can you tell us a little bit more about your art?
I do black abstract art. That's the best way I can describe it. Okay. If you want to know more, Instagram. I wish I could show you, but I swear I'm mad tired.
It's okay. I'll be able to share some of your stuff anyway. And like you said, you can always go on his Instagram. I will tag him on the videos and everything.
Actually, I have this thing I just made. I will drop it today so you can check that too. It's actually very interesting.
Oh, nice. You guys, check it out. So if we want to do you have a website or do you take orders?
I have for paintings now, I'm not taking orders.
I can't hear you properly.
Are you hearing me now?
Yeah.
I'm saying for paintings, I haven't taken new orders for like a year because I'm trying to work on my art show. But if you really, really want something, what I have right now, I make custom hoodies. And that was really, really dope because many people got them. Like it's sold out, but I can still make more. People really, really want it.
Where's mine?
I mean, like I said, it's sold out.
My birthday's coming up. What do you mean it's sold out?
I mean, it's sold out. I made 50, and 50 people got it. So I cannot, I can make more. That's what I'm just telling you now. So we shall see. But that's all I can say. If you really, what I would just say is try to follow me and just keep tab because it's times when I'm gonna drop stuff. So you might be lucky to get one.
Okay. So can you tell us how you balance your faith and your life? So you do art, you like a paralegal. That's a busy schedule.
It is. Like I normally wake up every day at 5. I work till like 7:30, 8:30. I take a nap from 7:30 or 8:30 to like 10. Then I wake up again. No, when I wake up at 10, I work. I shower, I eat, I go to work at 12. I work all the way to like 9 p.m. And that's basically my day. But where I feel like I get energy from is the fact that I know that like it's not me too. I'm a vessel. Yeah. I'm basically here to work for someone else's glory. Like everything that I'm able to achieve is not for me. It's for me on this lifetime, but in the greater picture, it's all for the glory of somebody else, which is God, basically, because He made me to go. And I feel like I get my energy from there. So that's basically how or what I try to do to balance my life, because I know, even if I wake up like now and I'm tired, but just having this conversation will give me more energy probably to continue on my day too. So it's like, It's very, very weird. So it's like knowing that like he's in front, like he's with me. I don't feel like I have any challenges. Like the problem is not a problem, it's how I look at the problem. Because I know
Whoa, say that again. Say that again.
the problem is not a problem, it's how I look at the problem because I
Here
know
we go.
he's listening. So it's okay. So that's how I balance myself.
Okay, is there like specific things that you do during the day, like a ritual or something like that to help
Not
you?
even. I mean, I listen to a lot of podcasts from like spiritual leaders, and I listen to what they say. It's true that sometimes I start my day of either listening to like a random sermon or TV jokes, TD
Jakes.
Yeah, but like I spend like it's not something that I know that, like, for example, prayer, for example, how people say you must pray. I think having a conversation with yourself or just acknowledging that he is there, it's actually, because there's different sorts of prayer. For example, there's days where I just listen to like one gospel song and that's like my prayer for the day. And it's just with me the whole day. I'm singing it. When I feel stressed, I sing it, and like I still get the same energy. So it's like I feel like you're not forced to follow like the normal way of praising the Lord or showing that you care, like, which is like going to church or praying. And I'm not saying you should not go, I'm saying go, but don't feel forced like that's the only way you can do it. So for me, it's like there's a lot that we do not know that everybody claims to know until you die, you know. So try your best, man. Like there's this thing that my teacher in high school used to always say, right? You either live your life like there's God, and when you die, if there's no God, you're safe. But if there's actually a God, no, sorry, let me put it this way. If you live your life on earth like there's no God, and you die and you find out that there's a God, then you're fucked. But if you live your life like there was a God and you die and you find out there's no God, you're safe. But if you find out that there's a God, you're actually really double safe. So the odds are really, really not in your favor. Like the chances that we're taking that we should not be taken. Because like I said, we claim to know like we know everything, but we really do not know.
That's true. So that's right.
Just be humble.
Be humble. No, that's right. And like me, I know I mean there's different ways of praying. Like I pray, but I also journal a lot, and like I feel like I talk constantly to God. Because like I'm just like talking and I'm thinking of him, so that's like I'm just like talking to him, you know.
Exactly.
People think like I'm like talking to myself.
It's like a conversation, John.
Exactly.
You know, yeah. So because like it's even crazy because like remember how last year you used to get me like spiritual books, or the year before, sorry, like 2018. Right. Since then I've been reading a lot. There's this guy called Eckhart Tolle who wrote this book called The Power of Now. In that book, he actually tells you how like there's a voice that keeps constantly talking to you. Like some people think that they think, but thinking does them. It's like how your heart beats on its own. You don't say like your heart beat. It's already there. God had already programmed your heart to beat with or without you wanting it to beat. That's how sometimes thoughts happen. But you are the spiritual person that listens to those thoughts, because it's not you talking. It's just a voice talking. Wow. So you who sits behind and listens to that voice, that's the you, that's God in you, that's the real you. So you're not even the voice talking in you, you're the person who sees that voice talking. And once you realize that, then you beat the game about ego. You become like, you actually realize that it changes everything. That's what happened to me, to be honest. It changes everything. You just realize that like, yo, you don't have time. Like time is an illusion, first of all, like, but you still don't have time, even though it's an illusion. So we have to do something, say it's now. It's a moment. Like now is the appointed time, not tomorrow, not 5 minutes later. Nah, it's now. You rather do it now than never.
Right.
So it's just something I wanted to add. But yeah.
Oh, that's true. Like sometimes I'm just like, you're here not for yourself. Like, you know, you're here for a reason. So like stop, you know, just like getting mad for things that don't matter, or like just being, you know, stuck up, or just like just let it go, pretty much. You just like let it go and focus on like what's important, which is God for me, like which is God, and like asking him, okay, what it is that you want, and not like, okay, God, like give me what I want, you know, because he knows what you need, right? So like now I don't even pray for like what I need anymore, because I completely trust him. So I just let him. Actually, right now, like with COVID and everything, you know, like I was talking to many people, and a lot of them were saying that their faith got shaken. And it's true, like I did struggle for a little bit, but I always made sure to like speak with him, even though it was, mountain. It was like a roller coaster. It was like a mountain. It was like a roller coaster. I still made sure to talk to him. So how was your faith like during the pandemic? Like
For me, it's doubled.
Yay. Glenn, come closer. I can hear you.
For example, most of the time when I pray, I don't even pray for what I want. I just mostly just say thank you. Because like I told you, the problem is not the problem, it's how you look at the problem, especially if you have him on your side too. Because like think about it, like okay, there's nothing that happens that's technically bad. Because what we think is bad happens, but most of the time, even for example, Jean, I'm gonna go very, very left. I'm just gonna give you an example, right? For example, during the Second World War when Hitler came and Nazis and whatever, at that moment, it caused a lot of pandemonium on earth. There was a lot of trouble too. But look at it now. We're able to speak freely. You know what I mean? So at that moment, it looked like it was a very, very bad thing. But the fact that the Allied forces, the English and Americans won that war, it changed the course of the world. And both of us are able to speak freely. Because Hitler does not really like black people. Or rather, black people. But you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So in its sense itself, it's not necessarily bad. It's just it needed to happen for something else greater to happen. Amen. So how do we know if this is what is happening? Like now it looks bad, but what we don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
What this might lead to. So that's how I look at it. It's true that I've had friends who have lost people, and I feel so bad for them. I pray for those people. Like for example, my friends' moms who are sick, you go on my Twitter, I always pray for them. But it's not my will. It's not me. Things don't happen according to my will. It happens according to His will. You know what I mean? So in the moment it might look bad, but you really don't know what you get out of this. Like, or me, you, anybody else. Like what I'm saying for me has my faith has doubled is because like it's a lot of things that I just getting in place, not because I just said God is going to take care of it. It's true that yes, I've been, like, for example, I'm up now having this conversation. 10 minutes ago, I was tired. Look at me, I'm talking like I was up.
You're like so awake.
You know what I mean? But it's basically stuff like that. It's just how you look at it. Like the moment when you just start putting yourself and just start doing stuff or just doing the little you can each day, in a month, you'll be like, wow, I did all of this.
Right.
Wow. You know, but it's just that one day at a time. So for me, it's really, really double. Like I'm more than grateful, to be honest. I'm not saying bad things in quotes don't happen to me, but I'm just saying when you sit down in itself and think about it, because that's what I do, I realize that maybe this is something that's leading me to something even much, much, much better. And 99% of the time, that's what happens. That's
true. And you're growing from that, right? Like every experience is never lost.
Facts. Glenn of 2021 today, this conversation, and Glenn of 2018 is two different. Glenn of 2016, you know.
I know.
Glenn of 2012. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's amazing to see how people grow and like how they change, like with or without God, just like in general, right? Like every experience that we go through, it's not for nothing. Like at the moment we're just like, oh my gosh, this is annoying. But if you just like stick to it and just, just go one day at a time, at the end when you do like you just do the overlook, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I grew so much, I learned so much, and I'm so glad all this happened, because then I wouldn't be the person I am today.
Facts.
How does God inspire you? Like, for example, with your art, like, does it inspire you in any way?
With my art, I feel, that's why I said everything I do it's not for me. Like, the older I get, I'm more into generational wealth. That's true. But like I said, it's not, like everything I get on this lifetime, it's not, yes, people will say, yeah, Glenn is nice, but Spashima, in my heart, for more, it's more like, if I could do it, you can do it too. And because I'm doing it for the glory of Him too. So that's what inspired, like motivates me. It's not like I have God in my head every day saying that, genre, I'm going to inspire to do this. No, it's just like the stuff that comes to my head randomly. I'm like, oh, even when I draw, for example, like I just started a sketch. There's most of my things that I started a long time ago. And then one of my friends comes to my house. I'm like, oh, this is nice. And then because they said it's nice, I'm like, okay, I'm going to finish it. And then the moment I start, I just have ideas coming in my head. Like, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, change this, fix this, fix this. Next thing you know, it's done. And then I'm like, okay, let me see what it looks like. I posted on Instagram and have many people like, yo, this is dope. I'm like, oh, but c'est vraiment genre, it's not that I was saying that God inspired me now. It just started coming. Like I said, because God, like, at the end of the day, right, we're human beings. So we're not human doings. We're here to be. Like, you know what I mean? The moment you start being and realizing that, like, genre, one is everything. There's a song, there's actually a Catholic, it's a church song that sings one day at a time. Please listen to it if you can. Okay. It's exactly what I'm saying. Like, if you start rushing and thinking about the future, the past, and now, you miss everything because it's now. That's the appointed time. So everything that you have to do, just take it one day at a time. Don't say I'm going to do it in 30 minutes. No, do it now. One day at a time, just like that. And 30 days from now, you're like, yo, wow, this is crazy. But yeah, it's crazy because you did it one day at a time. You didn't just jump to 30 days. If you jump to 30 days, that's very crazy.
Not even, yeah.
So that's what I mean. But like, that's just how I practice, and that's what keeps me inspired, and that's how he inspires me. Because like I realized that I like you cannot do everything, but you can do it one day at a time.
Right.
And it's exactly how I told you. Like if you have him with you on you, like if you like what's the word? With God, no one there's like when he says yes, nobody can say no to what's the decision. So it's just one day at a time. If you keep doing one day at a time, there's nobody who will say no. No, because they cannot. Because you're doing it petit à petit. And then in the long run, you're like, yo, okay, the best example, what's this guy? Late Mandela. He was in jail for how long? But that was all part of the process, all part of how South Africa had to get free. Like, it didn't just start from when he started talking about freedom. No, he spoke about freedom. He went to jail. He came out. All of that time is one day at a time.
Right.
And now see, but that's just what I mean. It's just petit à petit, ça devient. Comment on dit ça encore? On va attraper le poisson. C'est ça, non?
Non, c'est rien.
C'est l'oiseau, je m'appelle même pas, mais c'est ça.
C'est un animal.
On va chasser.
Oh mon Dieu. No, that's good. So when do you feel the closest to God though?
When do I feel the closest to God? When I'm being grateful. When I'm being grateful and when I give.
Oh, wow. Okay. How in what way?
That's the amazing part. There's many ways to give. It's not just necessarily money. You can give. This is given.
Yeah.
Your time, you know. Like that's because like I know how this is important to you, and it's also important to me to talk about like that I believe in God. That's something I used to never really used to say a lot back in the day. But someone be like, do you believe in God? I'm like, yes and no. But now, fuck it, I believe in God. I have questions that I know that I need answers to, or no, I would like to have answers to. Just like this.
Come closer.
Oh, I'm saying like just like everybody else, there's times where I'll have questions. I always have questions. But that does not change the fact that there's something there that, like I said, you do not know, so nobody can come and say that he's there or he's not there. What I know is like I have faith that there's something bigger.
Right.
So it's not even about trying to convince myself anymore. It's just like right now it's like I claim it and I own it. Like like I've gone through shit that like there's no way that I've gone through it on my own. Like I don't fall sick all the time. Like the one time I fall sick, I go for surgery. So like it's crazy shit like that, and even during surgery, I just come out like nothing happened, and I'm like, yo, and then everybody's like, yo, this is very crazy. This was really, really like dangerous shit. I'm like, and it's just like you know what do you have to say, but like I can't explain why or how I'm here, but like there's a reason.
Yeah.
And as long as there's that reason, I keep giving glory to the person who put me there to was not created to complete that reason,
Amen.
basically. Amen.
Amen. Okay, thank you, Glenn. That was like a lot of good tips and inspiring thoughts. So now we're just gonna do a little game. Here we go. So, are you ready? Okay. What was Jesus given before he bowed down his head and said, "It is finished"?
He was given something to drink. It was something nasty.
Yeah, what it is? What is it?
I think it's vinegar and some mixture, but I just answered something nasty. I didn't know what I have my 2 points already.
No, you get a half a point.
He was on crunch, so give me something to drink. No?
You get half a point. Yeah, it was
impossible. I get all the points because
no. It was wine vinegar. It was vinegar.
No, it's vinegar and something.
It's wine vinegar.
And some fruits. But yeah, but at least I'm correct. Why are you giving me half? I'm supposed to have all my points. Like, come on. I even use the word fruits for the vine. Come on now. I'm having all my points. Nobody's gonna answer this except me, and I just did.
Okay. You get your point. Okay. So
yes, 2 points. Yeah.
No, it's 1. It's not the bonus one. This is 1.
No, I get 2.
Why do you get 2?
You said the first one is 2 points.
No, I said the last one.
You said the first one was 2 points.
I said the first one.
Super graph. Let's go.
Okay.
How what?
Okay, the next one. So who fought Goliath?
David.
Yes. 2 point now.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So the next one. Okay. He was willing to sacrifice his son.
Isn't it Abraham?
Dang! You're killing it. Yes.
Boom.
You are the 3 points. You're killing it. You're killing it. Okay, we'll see with this one though. I don't know if you're gonna get this one. Okay, who was the oldest living person in the Bible?
His name starts with Z.
No.
Something.
No.
The oldest living?
Yeah. You passed?
No, wait. You sure his name doesn't start with Z?
No,
because it's not Abraham. Oh, it's probably Abraham's father.
It doesn't. You can pass. I mean, you already have your 3 points, unless you want.
No, because I know this one because they've asked me this one in school, in Catholic school before. Wait.
Oh, really?
He was like 600 or 900 years old. It's not Leah.
No, it's not Leah. It's okay, Glenn.
Okay, no, this one I'll pass. Yeah, this one I'll pass.
Okay, it was okay. I don't even know like how to pronounce it. Methuselah.
Methuselah, yes. Good hell, Methuselah. Yes.
If you tell me how old he was, I can give you a point.
I think 1,000.
No, he was 969.
It's like 900.
900.
Yeah, that's what I said. I will not know the 600 because I know like it was in between 600 and 900 because they used to ask us that in school.
That's cool. Okay, the last one is the bonus.
No, I really have all my points. I'm not answering again.
No, you have 3. Well, we'll see. You know, we'll see how many you can get. The last one, it's a verse. Okay, ask and you will seek. I mean, no, sorry.
Ask and you will receive. Seek and you shall find.
Yeah. Blank and it will be open. So what's the blank?
Knock and the door shall be open.
Hey, Glenn. Wow.
But they said I have five points.
High
The last
five.
question was 2 points. Hey.
You did great. Wow, Glenn. That's
I
amazing.
know. Are you surprised?
Not really, because I know you went to Catholic school and they're very strict.
Yeah.
Like when it comes
they're
to the
so
Bible.
strict. Oh my
So,
God.
Good thing that you
Crazy.
remember,
But to be honest, I'm grateful. Huh?
Yeah, it's good to know God's word. Like, it's very important. So, good thing. Well, we're over. Now, before we leave, I'm just going to ask you to challenge 2 people in your circle that are Christian to come and do the interview. I sent you the challenge step by step, right? Like,
To be honest, I didn't think about people. My last week has been crazy. But let me
It's
see
just
who can
2.
I challenge. Christian Kondo.
Whoa.
That's my
Christian
challenge.
Kondo.
Christian Kondo.
Okay. Who else?
That's the only one I know who needs to be challenged. Oh, maybe Sonia. But
Sonia? Okay. Sonia Kandam.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'll ask her. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, you hear it. The day that your video is going to be on Wednesday. So that day you can text them and say, hey, you have to send a video to accept the challenge. Huh? Okay.
Okay.
And
I'll send it to them. If they don't, you cannot put it on me. It's not my fault.
It's not your fault, no. But I just want to do this social initiative to give more to different charities. So we have different partners.
I can give without even them. No worry, I can give you food. I can support your charities without them.
Thank you. Well, it's not mine. It's others that we partner with.
It's okay. It's okay.
Ooh, thank you, Boo Boo. Thank you so
You're
much
welcome.
for taking the time. I hope you have a good day and that you have energy now, right?
I'm going to go to sleep actually. Because I start at 12, so I have a few more hours to rest a bit.
Okay, well, rest well and kick it today, okay?
Yeah,
love you. Thank you.
Much love. Bye-bye.
Bye.